Hey, I'm Anderson. Welcome to my happy place. Ever since I was a kid, I've been drawn to the outdoors.
Growing up on an old property in Kentucky, bass fishing was my thing. On that 7-acre property, which felt like a national park to my 5-year-old brain, my dad laid the keel for my obsession. Around 8 years old, we moved to Southwest Florida to be with my family.
I didn't know what to do in this weird place.
The woods are wet, the soil sandy, and the water salty. But in this sportsman's paradise, I got hooked.
But I still miss the forest.
So at 10-11, I went to a summer camp, and that changed my life forever. So this camp was not like most camps. This rough and tumble place was positioned right on the edge of Pisgah National Forest. All the buildings were open air, not a solid wall in sight, and trips left every day to venture out into the forest. Not gonna lie, I fell even harder for the outdoors. Hiking, backpacking, bushcraft, rock climbing, paddling, mountain biking. This place was my heaven. For a month in July, I felt free. I graduated a year early from high school, not because I was a stellar student or anything, because I was practically getting withdrawals from being inside those 4 walls all day. So while the rest of my classmates did their senior year, I worked in a fishing and outdoors department at a hardware store. I took the money that they paid me to buy gear and go on adventures, mostly fishing, camping, and hiking. Then I decided to go to technical college to be a boat mechanic. But before I could do that, I needed to mentally prepare myself to be inside those 4 walls again. So, as the present for my 18th birthday, my mom took me to Washington and the San Juan Islands. The Pacific Northwest. I had dreamt of seeing this place ever since I was 10 years old, and one of the counselors at that summer camp had told me of his adventures out there. It was golden hour for most of the flight. We chased the sun the whole way, heading west. Have you ever seen the wilderness of Idaho from 30,000 feet? As far as the eye can see, not a single city light. No concrete, no towns, no people. Just the raw outdoors for a seeming eternity. Eventually, we landed in Seattle and explored the city for a day. It's probably one of my favorite cities because you can see the rugged mountains and wilderness off in the distance. But the next day, we headed towards the islands. The combination of the mountains, the salt water, the unforgiving nature of the environment. That's what I needed. We explored for a bit over a week, seeing whales, hiking mountains to find hidden lakes, and cooking food outside, and looking for the perfect trees to sling a hammock between, before it was time to return to the real world. I did the year-long tech college program, and hey, I'm officially a marine mechanic now. But without the outdoors, I kind of go crazy. So I'm going back where I'm supposed to be. But this time, I'm bringing you with me.
Just be careful, because you too might end up with the outdoor obsession.